Hi, today we're going to go over a very important concept, a concept that I think everybody who's interested in getting fit, getting back in shape, and regaining their health really needs to understand about nutrition, physical activity, and weight loss. Here's a little diagram we're going to go through just so that you can understand some of the key concepts, but I am a registered dietitian. I come from a different school of thought. I am very, very much against the starvation diet or these calorie restricted diet. I'm very, very much for eating to lose weight. In a little bit, you're going to understand exactly why I want you to eat, enjoy your food to lose weight. So this line right here is supposed to represent our energy baseline or the minimum amount of calories that we need on a day-to-day basis to function. Now remember, calorie is a source of energy. Our body requires energy for our brain to think and function, for our heart to beat, our lungs to breathe, for our digestive system to digest and absorb nutrients, for our body to maintain body temperature, and for our muscles to support our activities of daily living, among other things. So my energy baseline, I've come to realize, is about 1,550 calories. Now this number is different for everybody. It's based on your weight, your gender, your age, and your physical activity level. Mine is about 1,550. Now in this country, what happens oftentimes when people want to lose weight is they simply go on what we know as a diet. And some people in this country will recommend that you cut back 250 calories a day. Some people will recommend 500 calories less per day, and there are people that push the extremes who will recommend you eat 800 to 1,000 calories less per day than your body needs at a minimum to get all of its jobs done. Now, what happens when we go on a diet? In the short term, we are going to lose some weight. That is true, but I think it's really important for people to understand where this weight loss is coming from. A good proportion of that weight is going to come in the form of water, because when our body starts to break down our existing energy stores, a lot of water weight is released. But if I drink some water, there's my water weight again. So it's not true weight loss. The next significant amount of weight that I'm going to lose comes in the form of muscle. Now this is an important source of weight loss because muscle is what we consider a very energy needy tissue. It takes a lot of calories to build a pound of muscle, takes a lot of calories to maintain that pound of muscle. So when we lose muscle, we actually end up slowing down our metabolism because not a lot of our calories have to go to supporting that tissue anymore. And then we lose fat. Because when we lose weight, we're going to lose a combination of the three. We can't dictate to our body to lose one or the other. But in this situation where we're depriving our body of calories, we're going to lose a lot of mostly muscle and water. Now, another thing happens as we try to maintain this diet for the long run. As I continue weeks and weeks and sometimes months of not eating enough or dieting, my body gets smart. It figures out, okay, I know what you're doing. You're not going to feed me enough. So all of those bodily functions that we talked about a little bit ago, it learns how to slow those down. Your body learns how to adapt in order to live or survive off of this minimum amount of calories. The analogy I like to use is a car. So what happens when you don't put enough gas in your car? Well, it ceases to function. It stops. It's not working anymore. But that's not true of our body. We don't cease to function. We just don't function well. The number one symptom that people tell me that they have when they go on a calorie restriction diet is a headache, mental fog, sometimes depressive symptom, definitely difficulty concentrating. They also suffer from lack of energy. Our digestive system slows down, so a lot of people complain of constipation, but you're definitely not functioning at max capacity. Now, what happens in our extreme cases are patients with eating disorders, they can't even maintain their body function. So just as a whole, to understand that your body does adapt to that minimum calories that you're trying to live off of. Now, what happens when we try to go back to normal? So there will come the day when your family calls and it's time to go out to that special dinner, or the boys call and they want to go out and watch the game and have drinks and eat junk food, or it's time to have a girls' night out. And when we go out, some of these meals have upwards towards 800. I've seen restaurants where they have 2,000 calorie meals and drinks combined. So we go from trying to live off of this minimum amount of calories to now trying to feed your body an excess amount of calories. And what happens is this difference in what your body has learned to live off of versus what you're now trying to feed it is easily stored as fat. So let's take it back again. So we slowed down our metabolism when we lost muscle on the initial phase of the diet. As our body adapts, our metabolism slows again, and then we go off the diet. So we do this yo-yo, which I'm sure many of you out there have done over and over and over. So over time, even though you might be between 5 and 10 pounds of your starting weight, I guarantee that your body composition is much more fat and much less muscle because of this process. So in my school of thought, I really encourage people to figure out how to eat, how to meet your minimum calorie needs, how to balance that meal out well so you're well nourished, and create this calorie deficit to promote the weight loss with your physical activity. So I hope you learned a little bit today. Eat well, enjoy your food, and really get out there and enjoy that physical activity. Thanks. Have a great day.